Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to show you exactly what I do to keep the weight loss going, to keep the muscle growing. That was not intended, but that came out fucking cool. When it's late and I need to eat and I'm lazy and I don't want to do a shitload of prep work or anything like that. So how do I shop? What do I do? What do I think of to keep everything going, to keep the gains going and to lose weight when I don't have time? Let me show you. Let me tell you, let me show you. Here we go. You can see I have a lot of shit right here. Don't worry, because all we're doing is tossing it into here and blending it up. What are we going to make? I'm glad you asked. What do I always look for when I am trying to haul ass and get it together? Eat quickly, eat simply. I'm looking for some type of quick, grabbable protein. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's fish or whatever. Chicken, steak, doesn't matter. Just quick. Prep, pre-made. So just go to the deli section or wherever. And this is just pulled chicken. Chicken breast, pulled apart. Lightly seasoned. It might not even be seasoned. I had a piece earlier and it tasted fairly bland. Okay, yeah, ever so slightly seasoned. Okay. And then, for me, I'm going to make a burrito this evening, okay? That's the plan. So with that being said, I'm going to make a protein queso to go with this chicken because it's so lightly seasoned. We got to give it some pizzazz. So we're just going to toss a shitload of shit in here. Toss it in a tortilla. Heat it up in the pan real quick. Just give it a little... That's it. That's it. So nothing crazy. So I'm going to pan you guys over to here so you guys can see what I'm doing to make this queso real quick. And this queso is going to have 40 grams of protein. Let's go! That's pretty solid for just shit tossing a blender. Let's get to it. All right, let's get this show on the road, baby. So I have two on here because I've done this before and it overfloweth. So we need to keep it separate. I'm not going to do 50-50 because ultimately we're going to be combining this later, but it's just too much all for one. So I'm going to be splitting it up between the two just so it doesn't overflow. But I mean, these are the measurements, okay? So let's get started. This is where the magic happens, folks. Right here, believe it or not, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. You hate the curds and cottage cheese? Hey, that's all right. I got you covered, okay? Let's grab this cottage cheese. We're going to go 200 grams of this baby, okay? Beautiful. You could pick a no fat, low fat, full fat. I don't care. This is up to you. What I'm using right here is low fat. It reduces the calories a little bit. I'm not going to say it's, some magic hoo-ha that's going to, absolutely change your whole life, but does it get the job done? Hell yeah, it does. 200 grams. But as for the curds, if you hate the curds, the blending process makes it nice and smooth and creamy. And because it does have the curds, it actually comes out a little thicker, which is nice for queso. 200 grams, boom. All right, next up, the yogurt. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, dude. You're just excited to see me? Damn. 100 grams of this guy. I know what you might be thinking. Like, yogurt and a queso, that's going to taste kind of gross. In theory, I would agree with you. That does seem kind of whack. When you blend everything together and the flavors that we're going to add into this, I promise you it's going to come out all right. This is so liquidy. Boom. You son of a... That is unacceptable. Boom. 100 grams. Let's go, baby. Next up, we want to start really creating that. I'm going to make like a chipotle queso here. So I'm actually going to be using chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. I'm just going to be using primarily the sauce here. If some little peppers get in here, that's fine. We're going to blend it up, I'm going just 15 grams. That is it. Because these babies are strong. They give it a ton of smoky goodness, and the flavor is insane. So these are an absolute hack. If you have these around you anywhere, I would absolutely try and find them and utilize them because they're just awesome. All right, 15 grams right there. All right, and then to continue with the chili flavor, giving it some body, I'm using these hatch chilies. They're just already pre-chopped and everything. We're going to use the whole can, which comes out to, 120 grams. They gypped me, man. All right. Well, one whole can. Ooh, those smell spicy. My goodness. That's going to be crazy. All right. And to add to some pizzazz to this very easily, I just pick any salsa. I try something new every single time. Like, I literally have no idea what this tastes like. I'm going to sample it right now real quick. But this changes it and gives it, a little bit extra pizzazz and a little bit more like a flavor blast. So pick any salsa you like. Hopefully this is delicious. It's nothing to write home about, I'll tell you that much. But not bad. It's not like it's gross. I am going to go 30 grams of salsa in here. This is just adding depth very easily, very quickly. I mean, we didn't have to make a salsa, nothing like that. We already have it predetermined for ourselves. And it wouldn't, of course, be salsa without some flair in there, man. So we're going to add a little bit of jalapeno. I'm going 30 grams again here. Boom, 30 grams right there. If you're not one for spice, you can skip that step. And then we're nearly done here. Just two more things. We got some minced garlic, of course. Again, just add some depth of flavor. We're going 10 grams here, which I believe is a teaspoon. 2 teaspoons, sorry. And last but not least, we got some cheese, of course. I'm going no fat on here because we had a little bit of fat with the cottage cheese and the yogurt. Pretty sure there's some in the salsa as well, but this is one of the easiest ways to stack in protein and flavor with like very low calories. Only 45 calories for the 28 grams, a fourth cup that we're going to be adding in here. And then that's it, because we already have enough seasoning like salt, pepper, everything in the salsa. And then adding the little bit of garlic and the adobo sauce is so powerful and complex on its own that you really don't need to go too crazy with this. Now we blend. All right, and then you can see right there, we got a nice little consistency going. Like I said, not crazy watery, but not quite as thick as I would like to see. So if you want a little bit thicker than this, you could always add more cheese in there, but I'm going to call it good. That really is not bad at all. All right, this is where we start moving at light speed. Check this out. So we're going to grab the chicken. I'm going to weigh this out, see how much chicken we got going here. I'm going to go pretty hefty because I have plenty of calories to go, and hell, we could use the protein boost, you know what I'm saying? So I got 363 right there. Let's make it an even 4 real quick. Even 400. Oh, 401. 400 right there. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to heat this up in the microwave super quick. Maybe, I don't know, a minute and a half. Let's go. All right, chicken sizzling, nice and hot. So we're, of course, not going to use all of this queso right now, so it's important that we weigh it out, make sure that we kind of understand what we're getting ourselves into. So I'm just going to pour this over the top and get it nice and incorporated with the chicken. I want it sloppy. I want this, honestly, kind of swimming in it. So let's go even 200. What do you say? This came out a little thicker than I thought. I like it. I like it. 200 right there on the dot. Let's fucking go. Okay, so we got our chicken. We got our chicken quesoed. We're going to just toss it and incorporate it, right? And then we're going to make a burrito or two, and we're going to have some absolutely mind-boggling simple queso chicken because we're already done. We just got to toss it in a freaking tortilla, and then we're good to go. So very simply, you could just toss this in a tortilla. You don't have to go crazy with it. I'm going to spruce it up just a touch and actually put the tortilla in a pan and get it a little hot, and then like fold it up, choo-choo, and then boom. And there you have it. I took a little bit of some more aesthetic shots as well, but 2 burritos. It was too much chicken, too much queso deliciousness for one burrito to handle, so we got 2 of them. And the queso by itself, that whole container, 365 calories, 40 grams of protein, as promised, 6 fat, 35 carb. Really not bad. Really not bad. Not even 400 calories. You know what I mean? So we threw 200 on here, 400 grams of chicken, 2 tortillas. These are, caveat, these are 0 net carb, low net carb tortillas, hero tortillas. Very good, high protein, awesome. They have to use pea protein and some other things to get the fiber up and the carbs down. So that's the awesome part, is that as a byproduct, we actually end up getting more protein in these. Last but not least, these 2 burritos, 761 calories. Really not freaking bad. That's like 380 calories. So again, not even 400 per burrito. In total, 118 grams of protein. And this is a good queso. You're getting the, of course, the classic cheesiness, but you're getting a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of garlic in there, and it's just adding depth to this whole thing, you know? And extra protein on top. So, that's how I do it, baby. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Other than that, it's just shopping for protein, picking something to go alongside it, whether it's a veggie, whether it's a wrap of some kind, whether it's a starch. Doesn't really matter too much. It depends on what your goals are, but this is it. This is essentially it. Nice, simple, quick Easy, very filling. I mean, 761 calories. That's a big dinner, you know? And it is a big dinner. I mean, this plate is heavy, man. And then I'm, of course, washing it down with a Diet Dr. Pepper. And I'm going to call it an evening. So, hopefully you give it a try. Let me know what you think. If this is absolute dog shit, you just say the word, okay? All right. I'll catch you later. Look better, feel better, be better.